Dang. So I forgot to turn on the stream. So I've been talking to myself for like 30 minutes. Well, 20 minutes actually. I've already done 13 TOP, but doing it again, trying to get a 14.
I don't have a target.
I'm gonna give shield premonition to the tank. And I think I'm gonna use triple piety for damage. So I have the, so I'll get 3 holy fires off. So I'm gonna be at like 800k damage there next week with the buffs.
It's still recharging.
That's at least respectable. It's not great, but it's
I
respectable.
can't use that item yet.
On 3 targets, I think that's fine. Should make me closer to disc when I play Oracle.
Empowered.
Ah, I went Shaman. So I have triple, I have insight for premonition of insight for, alright. I'm gonna hit the guy who's on the edge. So I ran all the way over to the right because I didn't want to run into the ball and I didn't want to run on top of the warlock. What did you die to? I think he died to the tank frontal. Wow, we actually have time? I thought we were behind the timer a lot.
Empowered.
Perhaps I can make use.
Oh man, dude, I just let him die. What, did he get hit by a... No, that was my fault, bro. That might have just wiped the key. I was being greedy. Maybe not. He didn't take the rose.
Our challengers have conquered the trials and advanced to the final round! Return to the central chamber! It's time to begin the main event! Soldiers of Mount Rexus! Are you ready for some carnage? Our rising stars now face the longest reigning champion the Theater of Pain has ever known! Odretha, the Endless Emperor!
Can't use that item yet.
And despair!
Oh no! Dang, dude, I used... Oh man, that's so bad. I used piety on accident. Alright, I guess I'll use CDR now to get some... Because the next overlap is in... like... 5 seconds?
Death itself demands your songs!
Empower.
My magic reaches beyond your mortal ken!
So my damage matters in phase 1, and I try not to do that much damage. Well, I mean, I don't try not to do damage, but phase 2 is where damage is less important than healing. Because there's a constant ticking dot on this boss, so damage is a bit less important than healing. Post 50%. Pre 50%, there's literally one overlap. Like, so I held my my fade there because I thought we might get to phase 2 in less than 20 seconds.
You shall be swept into oblivion! Your wanton slaughter will be returned tenfold!
We did less, so I will try to do some damage.
You shall be swept into oblivion! Death itself demands your songs!
Empower.
Alright, my damage really matters.
My magic reaches beyond your mortal ken!
Okay, guys.
Death itself demands your songs! You shall be swept into oblivion!
Alright, damage don't matter no more.
Death itself demands your songs!
Still recharging.
Must end. Yes! Moldretha has been defeated! I can hardly believe it! All hail the new champions of the arena! Victory and glory are yours!
Ding.
May you fight forever! More walkers!
Not ready yet. I can't use that item yet.
Hey, dude. I didn't die though. I'll go and turn on speech chat. So if people want to talk, they can. Same. I wanted 14. So I'm just applying to 13s because then I'm gonna do those. I think I might need to refresh one more time so I don't show up as holy. I'm pretty sure you have to refresh after you respec because somebody told me that I showed up as holy when I didn't respec early. So yeah, sorry, I didn't turn on the stream until like halfway through the key. I checked to see if I had any messages, and I'm like, oh, this key's not on. So I was talking to myself for like 20 minutes. So 2850. I don't really want to do a 13 with people who are underqualified, because I want to. If they're underqualified for 13, then they're super underqualified for 14. I do just kind of want to play though, so let's look at the overall. So Piety did 10%, Shield did 1.5, so I was like 13% healing from my Oracle, and 400k damage is pretty bad. Do I just do this 13 Dark Flame with these people? Like my Dark Flame time is kind of slow, we might be able to do better. Oh, I'll do it with this guy. I just don't really want to spend more than 5 minutes in queue, so I'm doing keys I've already done. Let's see. 109 heal casts to 181, so I was not very efficient with my mana. But I've been playing Enlightenment, so I don't really have to be that efficient. What does vegan god comp mean? Because they have 2 druids, so I don't know what the hell that could possibly mean. Oh, I had someone who wanted me to do a key in a specific build for them. I'll try to figure out what that build was. Like, I kind of lost the message. Is this Walter guy? So he wanted me to play with Desperate Times, and it's basically the same build I use, but with Desperate Times. And he doesn't use... Oh, he wants me to play with Prayer of Healing? And his Archon? That's kinda crazy. Yeah, I can try it on 12 with Prayer of Healing, see what the numbers look like. Unless, of course, I get into this Rookery, then I'll do that. But... this is a very strange build. Yeah, he wants me to play Prayer of Healing build. And he plays... Huh. This is really weird. Alright, I'll play with the Walter build. Find out what that's about. He plays with Out Trail of Light? Why would you possibly want Prayer of Healing and then play also with Dispersing Light? That makes literally no sense to me. Like... this makes no sense to me at all. I don't need these two things. So I'll take Shadow Fiend. And he doesn't play with the Leech, so I'm gonna take Leech. Yeah, this makes literally no sense to me. I really think he's trolling himself by doing this. Cause this is 20% increased healing with heal, and this is 25%. And if you're playing with Prayer of Healing, so I'm gonna change this a little bit. I'm mostly gonna play with this Walter build, but it seems kinda troll. And no Divine Image. No Divine Image. Could you pick up Divine Image if you drop? No. He plays with Afterlife. That makes no sense to me either. I'm picking up something better. Prayer of Mending has 2 additional jumps. So this is the edited Walter build. and he plays with Apotheosis Duration, but he doesn't. But he plays with Divinity, so I'm gonna switch this too. Because I think if you play with this, you should definitely get Eternal Sanctuary. Then he plays with CDR there, and I would rather have 2% leech, so... Like, I'm mostly gonna play the Walter build, but I edited it some, because it made literally no sense to me. So I'll post this on my channel so that he can watch, because he like watches all my videos, so... Gonna give it the old college try with his build. I have Prayer of Healing now, that's crazy. I haven't had Prayer of Healing in so long. This will be kind of fun.
Five, four,
We call this the Walter
2,
build.
1.
Empowered.
It's still recharging.
Empowered.
So I'll get Light Will out,
Empowered.
get a Master Spell. We're gonna use some Prayer of Healings just for the fun of it.
Empowered.
I need a target.
He doesn't have Holy Nova on his build. What the heck, dude?
Not ready yet.
What do you mean you have Holy Nova in your build?
It's still
I
recharging.
don't understand. I have to smite to get my cooldown reduction, so I have to move. I can't move when I'm getting cooldown reduction for her. Except for if I... it makes no sense. We're gonna use some Prayer of Healing.
I can't drink anymore yet. I can't use that item yet.
So I'm gonna pull something onto this.
It's still recharging.
Use my trinket.
Empowered.
Like, I'm trying to only use Prayer of Healing when it makes sense, because, like, it's in the build he wants me to play, but... I don't have Holy Nova. It's like crazy.
I can't use that item yet.
I was gonna pull this Overseer into the pack. I didn't though.
It's not ready yet.
Weaklings, here we come.
Oh, I have no cooldown on Renew. How about that?
White spear, fight with Cupid. Here it comes. Weaklings, help Black Spear. Let's go. Here it comes. No dodge, my God. No dodge, my God. Here it comes. Let's go. Stupid weaklings.
I think having Prayer of Mending is fine.
It's
Like, I haven't felt bad on mana in this 12.
Old Wakespirit's been here forever.
Seems like it's mildly useful.
So mean. Quick, faster. I'll catch up.
So I'm gonna use Prayer of Mending to heal up these Quenching Blasts. Because he's got Prayer of Mending cast time reduction. I think it's fine. Like, so Prayer of Healing, average cast is doing
I don't have a target.
276,000 versus 1 million.
Empower.
I wanted to try to do a lot of damage this key. I had no, I couldn't even fathom that he wouldn't have Holy Nova. Like, I just wanted to pad, man.
I can't use that item yet.
Empowered.
Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two,
Okay.
one. Five, four, three, two, one.
So next in Kindling Inferno, I'm gonna try to heal through with just Prayer of Healing.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I don't even have Divine Image. Like, I think his build is very troll. Like, Divine Image is getting buffed. Okay, next Inferno, I'll heal through with just...
Five, four, three, two, one.
So we'll go with... Prayer of Healing spam. I don't know, I'm gonna tell him, like, I've tried it and it seems pretty bad. Like, the build is like a cross, it seems that like the original build was a little bit at cross purpose with itself, because you had the AoE heal talent, but you had the Prayer of Healing stuff. So like, I can understand wanting an AoE heal spell, but What I don't really get is
I can't use that item yet.
having that plus the prayer of healing stuff.
It's not ready yet.
This is it. Court of Candle King. Teach him a lesson.
5, 4,
Empower.
2, 1. I mold you now.
I should have been closer to the boss.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Prayer of healing a couple times, why not?
4, 3, 2, 1. I mold you now.
Five,
Alright, we're
Four.
gonna
3,
apotheosis to catch up.
1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I make you candle.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I mold you now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5,
It's prayer of healing a couple times.
2, 1. I mold you now.
I'll shrink it to catch up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5,
Empower.
3, 2, 1. I make you candle.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wax and ruin.
It's prayer of healing a couple times.
5, 4,
So,
Can't use that item yet.
I don't know, man. Seems okay.
No more Candle King. We can be free.
It's
But
not ready
first,
yet.
the darkness.
It's still recharging.
This cannot be time to flee. Flee to freedom. We can use Big Candle Cart to escape.
I need a target. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet.
I'm gonna go on a mission to pull everything.
I need to get closer. It's still recharging.
For funsies. I wanted us to just be able to go till the end. Train tracks basically with one more
Get that
pull.
item yet.
Alright, I'm gonna find out which way it goes, then I'm gonna pull everything.
Not ready yet.
Empowered.
It's too far away. It's still
Empowered.
recharging.
No Holy Nova. It's really confusing me.
I need a target. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet.
I feel like pulling like all the stuff for the tank, like so that you can kind of like running off, getting a candle and pulling stuff for the tank. I feel like that's maybe good for hierarchies, because the problem with this trash is it just takes forever,
Quick,
and it's
grab
hard to
some
like
sandwich for me.
to pull bigger than you would want. I'm also gonna test what happens if I don't help. Okay, I'll help once.
Oh, my head.
It's still recharging.
Empowered.
I simply wish
Oh,
it
I
had
got
lasted
aggro.
a little longer.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay in angel form until I can dispel him one more time. Then I'll dispel him. Then I'll release, and I'll run back.
It's not ready yet.
Three creepers. That's pretty intense. So what I'm gonna do for boss is I'm gonna try to do. So I'll just do apotheosis for damage on pull.
Darkness descends.
Also, so strategy for the eternal darkness in 20 seconds.
Shadows gather.
I was just gonna prayer of healing through it. Oh no. Can I prayer of healing my way to victory? Even with 25% more healing from it, I don't think it's really worth. So eternal darkness in 15. I'll put light will down. I'll put renew on people. I'll precast. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think you gotta like I put renew on people and everything. Alright. Warlock Portal's actually pretty cool on this boss. So Eternal Darkness in 19, so I can Apotheosis, it'll still be up. So I'm gonna be a nice healer, and so I'll Halo, Fade. Oh, we got it. That was interesting. What was Prayer of Healing's overall? So,
Better to light candle than
oh, with
curse
Leech.
darkness. It's scary in there, but we must go in. But the darkness always returns. New friends are best friends. Thanks, best friend.
Okay, so now that the key is over, I'm gonna give you my opinion of the build, Walter. So I don't think it's necessarily bad to do Prayer of Healing as a build, but if you're gonna do that, I wouldn't even bother getting Lightweaver. I would just use Divine Image, because you'll have like you'll be doing like 4% more healing with your Prayer of Healing because you took the talent to make Sanctify reduce your Prayer of Healing cooldown. So basically anytime you're using Prayer of Healing, you're going to have just used Sanctify, and so you'll get the Dazzling Lights, and Prayer of Healing is actually pretty strong with Divine Image. Second thing is you didn't use these two, so in Theater of Pain, if you want to do this, that's fine, and not use Holy Nova, because it's not like there's a lot of mobs in that. I would use, in Theater of Pain I do this, and in other dungeons I would definitely get Rhapsody. Let's see what else. I would not use this talent. I think you didn't use it though. I just added it because I wanted to get to these two. So you should use this. Let's see what else. Yeah, I think the build's probably fine. Maybe you're using Lightweaver for mana management. But really I would try to just use Flash Heal, and I don't really understand why you would possibly have taken Dispersing Light over Trail of Light when you also have Prayer of Healing. Like in AoE situations with this build, you'd want to use Prayer of Healing, and then in single target situations, you'd want to use Heal or Flash Heal with the Trail of Light. Let's see what else. I definitely think you're missing out by not using Prayers of the Righteous in your build. I don't remember. I took off Afterlife. You shouldn't use Afterlife because it's like you're planning on death. Like, you really shouldn't need that. So I definitely would get Prayers of the Virtuous. Desperate Times I think is probably pretty okay as a last talent point choice. It's really not bad. Like, I've considered using it. Because on lower keys people will get bolted with like a cast, and Desperate Times is not too bad. So overall, this is my new recommendation for the build. that I'd go with. I think the original Walter build was like this. No, it was like this. And it was also like this. And then so I'll link this original Walter build. And then I'm going to make a Walter recommended build. And we'll change Trail of Light, we'll change Lightweaver to Divine Image, we'll change Afterlife to Prayers of the Virtuous, and we'll change um, oh, and also you use Divinity instead of this one, so this is going to be my recommended Walter build for you. I don't think this is really all that important. So the 3% leech, or the 4% leech is going to be more valuable than that. Not sure why you have this, so we're going to go with this instead. Like, I still want to keep the playstyle that you had intact, but let me just change it up a little bit. So yeah, sorry that you always miss the stream, but I did the Walter build, and I thought it was okay. It really was fine. Like, I only felt pressure to use my trinket for recovery, the Galagio trinket for recovery, like, twice. And I know you don't have that, so yeah, I think you can definitely heal 10s and 11s with that build, and I just healed a 12, and I have a little higher item level, so you should definitely be able to, when you get ready to push 10s and 11, get 10s for your portals, you should definitely be able to use this build. And Prayer of Healing just got buffed 25%, so let's look at our overall. 49 cast of Prayer of Healing, and it did 285 average healing with 20% overheal. And let's see, what's the average hit? So I mean, it crit for 700,000, and flash heal. A lot of these were empowered by Archon with Surge of Light. So I really think you can use this build, and you'll do just fine. I just would edit it slightly because I don't think Dispersing Light is worth it if you're already talenting 3 points into Prayer of Healing. Anyway, so that's my 2 cents on their build. Keep getting better, keep improving. You'll get your 10s, and you know, if you keep at it for the whole season, maybe you can get the 3K mount. So yeah, I just wanted to do this build to help you out and give you
MW.
some
Hey
information.
Red. Loving your streams and content. Thanks for what you do.
Yeah, if anybody else wants me to do a build to test their build out, post in the comments and I'll do my best. So yeah, I gotta make a note in the stream, find out when the Walter build was. So the Walter build was, so it was 0 to and then we had like, it was like 30 minutes to 56 minutes. Walter build? So maybe I'll title the video something like, is Prayer of Healing viable? And I'm gonna say for 12s and less, yes, and for above that, um, you'd be better off getting more prayer, like getting the 6% healing off of Renew. Oh, one more thing with the Walter recommended build. So you have Renew with no cooldown, and when you do that, like, is there a way we can get this Renew talent without messing up your build that much? You know, not really. We'll just skip it. Because the Renew healing increased by 6%. I used to, like in seasons past, like just renew people before the damage was gonna come out, and then I have Renew and 6% increased healing on everyone, like when the damage came out. So like, I feel like it's totally a thing to to get that talent and then not take empowered Renew. Um, yeah. So I gotta export these builds. So I want to do, so I gotta change out of these Walter builds. And then I gotta go to my talents, and then I'll switch to disc to get into a 14 hopefully, but if not, I'll just do a 13. Someone was sending me some really weird Discord messages today. I gotta read them. Like, they just kept messaging me. Oh, he deleted them. Yeah, someone was sending me some major drama, and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'll try cinderbrew again. This guy's not really qualified, so I doubt we'll time it, but, you know, he was 3.3k last season. Man, I kind of want to switch to just stay as disc for this key. Like I did this on 12 as disc, it felt like outside of the first boss, it felt a lot better. But I think I can time it as holy, so we'll stay holy. I think our comp's fine. I'm pretty sure this infest guy is really good. Let's see, for cinderbrew meadery, I kind of want to take phantasm. Because there is a slow, and it's nice to be able to remove that.
I can't use that item yet.
I just switched like before the key. Hi Dino, you're a good dog. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? You just being silly? Wanna go outside? Let's go outside. I could drop. What should I drop for that? I don't really know what to drop for that. But I got a Discord message from someone, complete stranger, they're talking shit about someone, and it's like, what do you think you have possibly to gain from messaging me about a complete somebody I know who's a complete and I'm a complete stranger? I don't
Kinwu.
understand what you could possibly gain
Hope
from that.
all is well.
I mean, things good with me. It's just these other people messaging me some crazy ass shit. Like, I'm not gonna go into it because they told me it's supposed to be a secret, but damn, this is some weird stuff someone's sending me. I'm gonna get some root beer. Let's get some root beer. I'm hiding behind the box. They can't see me. You can't see me. So I learned a new strategy that I didn't know about by accident. Um, so before the
5,
poll, you can
4,
use
3,
Premonition of
2,
Insight,
1.
and you can get like look, I have look at all these stacks of prayer mending I have out. Oh, are they all gonna get removed? No, I kept four prayer mendings pre-poll. That's pretty cool.
Empower.
Or are you looking for something a little harder? Show 'em what you got on tap, Valkyria.
I don't really want to use Apotheosis now. Alright, I'm gonna use it.
I don't have a target.
Alright, got some holy words back. Gonna drink until I have to quit. So I have single target shield still. So if somebody... So I gave the shield to the monk because he had the dot on him, and the guy just used his knockback, and the knockback like does 80% health. So I didn't want the guy who just got the debuff to tick down from the debuff while the knockback happened.
Avocado. Thanks for all the Holy Priest content.
Yeah, dude.
Super helpful.
You're very welcome. I honestly might do it for free, like if YouTube like wouldn't even pay me, but YouTube's about to like pay me, so I'm pretty hyped about that. They're gonna give me like a couple hundred a month, I think. So, like, I'm quite hyped about that.
I need to target something first.
Because it's really not much extra work than what I kind of would want to do anyways, you know? Like, I really like playing dungeons. They're, like, very fun. So I'm gonna try to not use Guardian Spirit if I don't have to for this. And save it for the tank if he needs it. Because I use triple piety and... Alright, I'm gonna give the tank Guardian Spirit. Now I can do damage without being worried. Apotheosis. I got aggro and with no fade. Gotta run away a little. Still have Apotheosis up. We'll try to give the tank a couple heals.
It's not ready yet.
Oh, he's getting mana for himself. Bro. That's crazy. Tank has to drink for mana. So I'm gonna use cooldown reduction on I guess I'll use it on Paramending. I was gonna use it on Holy Fire, but Paramending was off cooldown. Gotta be very diligent about healing the people with the debuff in this fight. I'm like pretty sure it's the hardest hitting 2-target boss in the game. I'm gonna use Premonition of Piety so that I can heal both of them at the same time, because it didn't go on me. And this... Wow, thanks for using your defensive after the damage was over, Hunter. That's really nice of you.
Avocado. Can you explain why you use DP before taking damage? Don't you lose out on the heal?
That's a good question. On keys lower than 12, yeah, I think it increases your health. So you actually, like, you do kind of lose out on the heal, but it increases your health. So I'm pretty sure if you're at full health, the way it works is it just makes you way higher health. I'd have to look into it, but from what I understand is, like, it increases your health, so if you're at full health, you know, maybe it is better to use it after the damage if you're in a key that's not going to kill you. And like all keys, like there's really not that many things that it should one-shot you. That's a very good question.
Time for happy hour. Where's my drink?
So I'm just gonna try to build up some holy fire stacks on this before the phase ends. Now I'll heal people up before the cinderbrew cast. And I think I'm gonna triple piety this next thing. No, I'll just muscle heal through it. So there I had to use health pot. Like this hunter, it's his key, so
Goes down smooth.
this is actually pretty bad. At least the monk used it defensive, so it's definitely livable, but that was pretty bad.
Recharging.
Are you here to help? My zeal to get back in business led to faulty reasoning.
Empower.
Your pal here signed some papers he didn't read. And now all of these
So I have triple piety, so I'm gonna let people be at 80% health. Alright, now no more triple piety, so
Get my meadery back, Outlander.
I don't have a talk.
like what I was doing is just trying to do damage there. So I'm gonna use cooldown reduction on holy fire on the big guy.
Not ready yet.
As soon as this big guy dies, I'm pulling in.
Can't use that item yet.
I think a good strategy for this hallway is to always have one of the big guys up in the pack. And as Holy Priest, I think it's a really good strategy to pull into the tank because you have oh, we're gonna cooldown reduction and Geos myself. Okay, tank's dead.
I can't attack that target.
I don't know, this tank's on my friends list, but
I can't drink anymore yet.
that's kind of a random time to die.
It's not ready yet.
It's what he died to.
Can't use that item
Maybe
yet.
he had a lot of the
I'm out of
stacks
range.
on?
Empower.
It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet.
Can I give tank Guardian Spirit up? Dang it, my DK died to aggro. I gotta use, oh, no, he got rid of the stack somehow. Maybe he's a dwarf. Is he a dwarf? He is a dwarf. That's how he got rid of him. Because my dispel was on cooldown. I know you have to get to his last boss with 8 minutes left.
Need a target.
So what I really wanted to do is I wanted to pull the honey harvester onto us, but he was like down the hall, so I
My
couldn't.
bees! You put them in cages? They should be free gathering pollen in the forest.
We had to lock up your bees. Letting them be free range was too much labor. And their anger and frustration just makes their honey spicier. Right, Frank?
So I'm gonna give premonition of shield to the tank because I don't really trust him that much. And he doesn't have bubble right now, so.
Avocado. What is that indicator that appears on your party frames when you sanctify your teammates for?
Not ready yet.
I think it's like good for raid maybe? I don't know. We'll have to get sanctify off cooldown to test. So next time I don't have dispel for the tank. Yeah, it's just for, it's really kind of useless. It just shows me who it goes on. For raid it's kind of cool because it's really pretty useless. Like I could honestly remove it, and maybe I should, because it's clutter and it covers over the debuffs people have. So it's actually, it's not just useless, it's actually counterproductive, it seems to me. Man, Avocado, you're like a freaking genius. You're noticing all this stuff that's like, it's like a remnant from days past.
It's still recharging.
Time to bust out my bees. Best for my bees.
Empower.
Honey, coming at ya.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Clap those wings, darling. Burn so sweet. Eating time.
5, 4, 3,
Honey,
2,
coming at ya.
1.
Ah!
Wings popping.
Avocado. LOL, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing out on any sweet
5,
tips.
No, it's a sweet tip for me that it's like,
2, 1.
honest, like if I keep it on my frames at the minimum, I should like make it so it doesn't cover up the other debuffs. I should move it to the bottom of the list. So I'm gonna use CDR on prayer mending here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So hot tip is you should, when you do the bee riding, you should almost always be able to like do the things in 2 bees, and you have like 6 seconds to do the bee. So if you just move a little, then you can
5,
always line it up so that you hit at least 2.
2, 1.
This has got to be the cleanest I've ever done the bee thing.
Clap those wings, darling. Burn so sweet.
I think I just do damage and forget about the bees right now.
Eating time. Honey, coming at ya.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we have
It's not ready yet.
8.5 minutes to do IPA trash.
Hey! You're really
So we got to get to
trying be
IPA
a
with 8
bee in
minutes
my
left to have a
bonnet,
chance to
ain't
time.
ya? You may have
Like,
disrupted
you can
him,
maybe
but
7.5 at the very
but
latest.
I'm still boss, and this is still my meadery!
So I'm gonna use Piety now. probably I'm gonna use him.
Empower.
I need to target something first.
Ah! I knew I was gonna die, dude. I got free sampled twice in a row. How freaking troll can you be? Nobody kicks.
It's still recharging.
I think we have like maybe
Not ready yet.
2 more deaths. I probably should have waited for B-res.
I can't
Because
use
like the
that
timer
item
is
yet.
pretty tight here,
I can't
so...
drink anymore yet.
Yeah, I almost got GS off on myself, but I didn't.
It's still recharging. Can't use that item yet.
That's a pretty bad death on me. So I'm gonna save my premonition of cooldown. Is he gonna pull this extra pack? Alright, I was prepared for this. So next Reckless Delivery set, I'm probably gonna Apotheosis now, and then... I'm kind of trying to pull something in. Like, I don't think we're that good on time. I think we're in a bit of trouble.
No, my stills! They bypass the filters! It's running too hot! The mead will be substandard!
Yeah, but there'll be more of it. More meat, more money. That's good.
Alright, so
Ugh.
this is big pull.
Cinderbrew was my
I got Triple
personal
Piety, I have
my
Guardian Spirit, I have
passion.
Divine Hymn.
Still
Ruining
recharging.
So,
everything.
after taking inventory, I think I'm gonna... I got a couple ticks of Divine Hymn off. I wanted to get more, but... I should have maybe saved that Guardian Spirit for the tank, but I really wanted the extra healing from Piety with it. So I should probably try to get a Psychic Scream off for the tank. Give him a little bit of a breather. Symbol of Hope. I have Apotheosis again.
I can't use that item yet.
He's like, well, why would I take a battle res?
I need a target.
We have 3 minutes to get. That was a very good pull by the tank. Because we got one more of this hobgoblin guy. Uh-oh, I pietied. That's okay. That's okay, I guess. It's actually probably pretty good. So, I have Premonition of Shield next. And Monk should be using his cooldowns any second now. I don't really have the mana to use Master Spell. I want to.
Still recharging. I can't drink anymore yet.
We have 2 minutes to kill this. Oh, we're actually doing pretty good on time. Please die before you hit the wall. Thank you. Summon him. GS the tank. I have Apotheosis. Yeah, we'll use Apotheosis after these 2 Holy Words. We're actually doing really good on time. At this pace, we have about a minute left on the timer.
An elemental?
So I'll
Oh, my cinderbrew.
I gotta rebuff the group, and I can.
One thing, but I cannot
So
drop
Sprouting Stout. I'm gonna use Triple Party. I haven't seen anyone using cooldowns, so I'm gonna use Insight for damage on the boss.
And PoH.
So next set of debuffs, I'm gonna go with Master Spell. And next, Sprouting Stouts in 30 seconds, so I can use Triple Piety. Actually, I'm gonna go with Apotheosis, because I can use Apotheosis like for damage right here, and it'll still be up for the Piety, or for the Sprouting Stout coming out. But I had 4 stacks of Lightweaver with the, and I have the Divinity talent, so Divinity makes it so my next 3 heals after Apotheosis are instant. So I let the group get pretty low there. Like I didn't do any pre-healing for that Sprouting Stout. Alright, I was in trouble and the DK was in trouble, so when 2 people are in trouble, not just you, and one of them's you, then you can, that's a good time to be considering to do health pot.
Outland. I managed to free some of the cinder bees. We should use them to make a
can't use that
beeline to
item
Goldie's office. Come back to the taps to use them.
take out my bomb man. My
Man, we had pretty good
prototype
damage
and
this
my
dungeon. What's the overall?
beekeeper. And now you're riding my bees
Infesticles
like
at
some
4
nature-loving
million, baby.
weirdo.
This
I
is why I
guess I'm
love
gonna have to
playing with
show
people on
you
my friends
about
list, because
my
I usually only add
origin.
if it's a DPS and I added them to my friends list, it means they did good damage. So on this pull, what I like to do is I try to, like when the guy's at 30%, I try to add the skull marker to the next guy. Because like my damage is pretty insignificant as a healer, so um, better me like spend my time doing it. I don't even have a target marking like weak aura or macro, but oh, I hit the wrong guy. Obviously, you don't need to put a target marker on the third guy, or the last guy, because you know we're making really good time. So I'm gonna put Lightwell down now, because hopefully it'll be back up for later in the boss too. It's a 2-minute cooldown, but it's reduced by when you cast Holy Words, so. But 4 deaths in this dungeon, that's not too shabby.
I don't have a target. You may have gotten my employees, but now you're dealing with the BEO herself. You won't be taking this metering from me.
Empower.
So I have I'm gonna give the Shield of Piety to the Hunter, because I don't really trust him. It is his key, he is the lowest qualified person in the group. Everyone else seemed pretty qualified. Alright, so I was a little behind, so Apotheosis to catch back up.
Just for you.
So this is the double break, so I'm gonna go with Triple Piety. Oh, I hemmed, but I interrupted it. Dang it. So I am using Triple Piety on Palm during this bad part. Man, it's gonna be so sick when Pyramiding is doing like 20% more. There's like 25% more as Oracle. Alright, so this is the double break, so I'm gonna use him. I guess I didn't use him. I thought I did. And then I'm gonna use GS plus. I'm gonna break this little one by the middle. I hate when there's like things in the middle. So I was gonna use I wouldn't always recommend to um, use Chastise before using Apotheosis if you're like using it right before damage, but I knew it, like that intermission isn't too brutal. So I used Premonition of Shield on the tank. 13 points, baby!
Avocado. If my mastery is super high, do you think swapping out Light Well for the Echo of Light talent is okay?
Yeah, I think my mastery is so high that it's almost better. We get new tank and hunter. You want to? Yes, we get to do a 14! I've only gotten to try 14 3 times. Maybe twice. I don't even think it's 3. Yo, if I could time 2. Sorry, I didn't.
Avocado. I wonder if it's gonna be worth putting 2 points into it next patch BC of the renew buffs.
Honestly, if you're. Yeah, I think it's actually not bad. Like, you could honestly drop Divinity or Eternal Sanctity, and because when you have Apotheosis, like all this does is make it so your Apotheosis is stronger, and when you have Apotheosis, like you're already strong enough. So putting 2 points into Prismatic Echoes, like so something like this at the bottom of the talent tree, I think would be very, very viable if with high mastery, because my mastery is so high it was almost the top heal. And when I'm spec'd into one point of this, with my gear at basically raid gear with freaking 25% mastery, um, it is quite nice. So yeah, I think Prismatic Echoes is very good, but I'm gonna stick with the build I have because I like the Apotheosis movement spell like quite a bit. I have a bad habit of not always. Whoa, where the hell am I? They moved the Motherlode teleport? That's a little bit better. It used to be like way over here.
Nelly deals for a friend of the Grummels.
I'm so glad I timed 13 cinderbrew. I was getting so sick of doing that place. And now I don't like now I don't have to do it in groups that are like underqualified anymore. Like I'm only gonna do it as my 14 if like the group's qualified or if I'm doing my own key. And if I time freaking 13 Priory, then I can do 13s all week and they won't deplete because I'll have deplete protection. Deplete protection is such a good boon for me as like streaming, cause I don't mind doing my own key, but once it gets like to like say I do a 13 and it depletes, then I do a 12 and it depletes, then I have an 11 and it's like now I got a two chested or and it's like I'm obviously qualified to like if you time them all on 13 you're obviously qualified, so it really makes a lot of sense that they do it this way. They just want there to be stakes when you're doing a key for score. So like I understand that and they want to extend the season, like it extends like it's really hard to reach your true potential with the way that keys deplete because you spend a lot of time doing repeat keys, homework keys, right? You guys can ping me, but I'm outside, so it's not gonna work. I wish the other two DPS would have come and showed him, because like, we have to three-man this pack. I love the disco like party that's going on right here. It's pretty cool.
Can't use that item yet.
You did it.
It's not ready yet. It's still recharging.
I'm going in.
I can't use that item yet.
So I think we probably have the damage with this group. Where's the hunter? He died under my feet. He could just release, but he went to the bathroom, I think. Man, why didn't you go to the bathroom before we did all this? Alright, I got another quarter cigarette out of that. Let's go, boys.
Greetings, sir and ma'am.
Five, four,
If you find
Three,
anything exotic,
two,
bring it.
1.
Oh no! I'm not gonna have time to get all of my prayer of healing mendings off.
It's still recharging.
So CDR on prayer of mending.
I can't use that item yet.
I I used one of them on healing the tank.
Empower.
Uh-oh. What? Overheal is on cooldown? That's not right. Maybe that thing I'm doing
Empower.
is troll. This tank is really good, dude. Our damage is quite nice.
Not ready yet.
If I didn't have Goblin Jump, I'd like fuck up that skip.
Can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet.
Is Druid still trying to jump over the wall? Why is the tank low? Where is the tank?
It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet.
That was pretty stressful. Alright, at least I'm going into this pack, which is probably the most dangerous pull of the dungeon.
It's not ready yet.
I don't think I need to give the tank Guardian Spirit. He's 3.1k, so he's timed a bunch of 14s.
Empower.
Venture Company thanks you for your patronage. Please enjoy your purchase of the Elite Pummeling Package.
I can't use that item
Your
yet.
survival
Damn it all to
wasn't
hell.
necessary.
Like, this death is understandable, but the first two deaths were like pretty whacked. Not a great start, Bob.
Systems engaged.
I bet you he's gonna pull this guy by the wall.
Pummeling.
The first time I did this on 14, the guy pulled it by the wall, and didn't seem like anyone used a defensive that pull. Everyone was literally almost dead.
Damaging this unit violates the terms of use. Lethal force authorized.
So I'm gonna use triple piety on the next thing, give myself the shield.
Voltage increased.
Plus it saved me some globals so I can do more damage.
Damaging this unit violates the terms of use.
Oh geez. I just used...
Lethal force
I'm in big trouble. Okay, never mind. I thought I was not gonna have fade for the next thing.
Voltage increased.
Yeah, like I don't have enough versatility and avoidance to not press fade for that. Like, I think it would just straight kill me.
Damaging this unit violates the terms of use. Lethal force authorized.
We definitely have the damage to time, because we're at... So I'm gonna shield one guy with the Prayer of Mending, shield myself.
Damaging this unit violates the terms of use. Lethal force authorized.
Oh, it's a 3-minute fight. Okay, never mind.
Voltage increased.
Could you like bear form before that damage, Druid? That'd be pretty cool.
Not ready yet.
So I got CDR up, so... I got off all my Prayer of Mending, or...
Empower.
He just randomly died, didn't he? I know these pulls are kind of dangerous for tanks, but... Man, we have 5 deaths, and 2 of them were just to fucking the easy part of the skip that everyone does on every P. That's pretty bad.
Still
I think the
recharging.
timer actually looks pretty bad right now.
I can't drink anymore yet. It's not ready yet. I'm out of
So I'm gonna give Guardian Spirit to the tank. See if he can't save some cooldowns for the next extractor pack. Like, I might have wanted Guardian Spirit for my next Oracle in the extractor pack, but what I'll just do is I'll use Divine Hymn to give me something. We have really good AoE damage though, so the fact it was a 3-minute boss with Unholy Death Knight and a Moonkin, that does bode pretty well.
Empower.
Just gonna spam the tank. Get full. Okay, so next Azerite Extraction in 13. I'm gonna try to get my Alright, I got Holy Words back.
I can't use that item yet. It still recharges. I can't use that item yet.
Uh oh, we overlapped a bunch of CC. I have a lot of prayer mendings out already, so I'm gonna try to use my next CDR on damage.
Walter Boyd. Morning.
Hey Walter, so I did a 12 Dark Flame Cleft with your build, but I kind of changed a couple things before I did it, but I kept most, like, I changed like one talent that didn't really make sense to me with the build, because you respect into the heal cleave, which is 5% cleave on everyone, instead of Trail of Light. I don't know if that was on purpose, but if you're also spec'd into what's it called? If you're also spec'd into Prayer of Healing, then it didn't really make sense to have two, like to have your heal do AoE when you have Prayer of Healing to do AoE too. I got aggro when he bubbled? And he bubbled one mob? So I should get mostly full mana.
Walter Boyd. How did it go?
We did good. We almost two-chested it. I thought the build was totally viable. Like, the things that you dropped mostly made sense. So I just, so I did the key, then I went over the overall. I was actually pretty interested to see how much healing Prayer of Healing was gonna do. So next time I need to recover, I have Overheal plus Guardian Spirit plus, so I can do a little bit of damage. Let us drop a little low. Holy cow, recovering is impossible. This is actually a pretty rough fight. Yeah, I gotta be careful with my mana. And I have no cooldowns for a while, so I gotta keep people pretty topped. Don't really have anything to recover. Shouldn't have healed the tank with that, but it's whatever. Oh man, I gotta be really careful with my mana. Symbol of Hoping. Okay, I have Apotheosis. It should be fine. And I have Shadow Fiend coming up too. So I'm using heal until Piety's almost up.
Walter Boyd. Definitely will be checking that video out.
Yeah,
Thanks for actually trying it out, and for the input.
Yeah, you're like the #1 commenter on all my videos, so I felt like I should, you know, give you some tips. I got CDR coming up, so I'm gonna hold prayer mending for 2 seconds, so I'll get CDR and prayer mending.
Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 21:9.
Holy cow, what a
My
name.
priest busted a seam on his coat while hugging me.
We're at 5% health. And I'm out of mana. I was not careful with my mana.
Still recharging.
I think the timer is in a little bit of trouble. So it's gonna be 6 minutes for boss, so we have 9 minutes for 54% trash. We gotta pull monstrously big. And the druid doesn't read chat, so
Empower.
so as soon as look at this paladin's damage, what the hell? Does he like do damage based on how much damage he takes or something? Because that was nuts.
I can't use that item yet.
So we did 5% trash in like 20 seconds, that's pretty good. Maybe the timer is okay. Unless we keep dying to nothing.
Walter Boyd. Oh, how was it with mana? Did you woo more than not with the build?
I was pretty mindful about only prayer of healing in big AoE situations, so no, I didn't more than regular. Like I made it, like, you know, I maybe a little on Candle King, because I don't think I should have been doing so much prayer of healing on Candle King, but I did, just, you know, to stretch my mana, and I budgeted my mana, like, so that I gave Premonition of Shield to the tank there. We might be okay on time.
Not ready yet.
Dang it. Nope, time's dead. 8 deaths. That's insane. And tank's gonna die. I'm not gonna be able to save him and the group.
Still recharging.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
I can't use that item yet.
Game over. So those packs, you kind of have to have coordinated CC a little bit. And we did not. Like, there's a lot of casts that if they get off, then you're in a bit of trouble. If I didn't get silenced by the wind tornadoes, then it would have been okay. I just need a Priory 13 and I'm done. 3046, let's update the IO score. So it's 325. I kind of wanted to go to bed at 4, and I want to try to get the oh, it says healer or DPS. If I get into this priority 13, I'll give it a try. So tomorrow I have my dad's coming over to for a couple hours, and then we're gonna go over some of the accounting I did for the real estate that we have. And so there's not really much for him to check on it. It's just he's gonna look at the balance sheet and everything, and I'm like, well, the balance sheet's balanced to 12 cents, so I did a pretty fucking good job. 12 cents is, you want it to be like under a couple dollars, and it's 12 cents. So honestly, why I'm saying this is because if I stream again tomorrow, it'll be like today, where I'm not gonna stream until like 11 o'clock probably, my local time, and cause I gotta wake up at like 11:30 or something, cause my dad like comes at noon, and then I'm probably gonna want to take a nap after he leaves, cause I play DGen hours, and then I'll probably eat dinner with boyfriend, and but if there is a Priory of the Sacred Flame attempt to be had, we will do it. I no longer have to do cinderbrew 13, but this is a good group. This guy is 3108. Like, they could probably get a better time than my last cinderbrew 13.
Walter Boyd. When will the video be uploaded for view?
So if I don't get into a key, then so if I get into a key, oh, this guy's gonna give me a subscription. Thanks for subscribing, Hunter. So I called it the Walter build, by the way. And then I so I found out this guy in my guild is gay, but I didn't know he was gay. It's kind of interesting. Like, pretty weird. This random person told me. But
Walter Boyd.
whatever.
Ha ha ha, did you really? That's funny, that's what my guild mates call it too. Rolling on the floor laughing because I'm the one person to make off the wall build. LOL.
I mean, you're not the only person. I've had more than one comment about Prayer of Healing. So, like, if I was gonna edit my current build to include Prayer of Healing as holy, I'd drop Lightweaver. I'd drop, I'd do this probably. Maybe not. I would definitely keep Divine Image. I'd drop these two. I'd pick up the two there. And, you know, I might keep Lightweaver, but I'd probably go with this. Cause
Walter Boyd. Why drop Lightweaver?
like if I was playing Archon with it, then a lot of the time I dropped Lightweaver for the key, I'm pretty sure. Because
Kev Ma. Boyin here, smiley face.
hey dude, thanks for the subscription. I thought you did really well. Like I did 12 cinderbrew, probably 12 or 13 cinderbrew, probably 12 different times, and like let's look at your damage. Like your damage was a little low, but I think you need 3 million damage from every single DPS member, and we had you're not gonna compete with a Death Knight and a Monk
Walter
in
Boyd.
mass AoE.
Lightweaver makes PoH time reduced and buffs its healing.
Oh, it actually works on Prayer of Healing now? I didn't even know that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would definitely take Lightweaver then. So, that's my mistake. Good thing you were in the chat for me to like, cause in the video I'm like, I don't know why you'd take Lightweaver if you also take Prayer of Healing stuff. But yeah, definitely take Lightweaver then. And then I dropped this Lightwell for Eternal Sanctity, I think is what it was. Cause you use the sustained potency, so if you have like if you're
Walter
using
Boyd.
that, I'd probably use the Eternal.
Smiley face.
If you're using that, I'd probably like use Eternal Sanctity. But no, Hunter, your damage was pretty good. Like 3 million overall
Kev Ma.
is nothing to sneeze at.
I tried my best. I don't know why I have 200 milliseconds lag. I normally do more damage. Sad face.
Yeah, I think isn't Hunter target capped, and cinderbrew metery has like a bunch of like 20 mob pulls. So like a Death Knight should be top damage in that dungeon because they're just like built for 20 mob pulse. And I think Hunter's target capped. Like I'm almost certain they're target capped at like, aren't they target capped at like 8 or something? So let's look at the boss damage. Here, I'll send you my battle tag so we can play again and again another day. So last boss, yeah, your boss damage is fine. Like Mist Windwalker Monk is getting like a 5% boss damage nerf next patch, so yeah, your boss damage is fine. That monk was kind of a major pumper. Like, holy cow. To have that high of boss damage and that high of AoE, like let's look at first boss trash. So you actually beat the monk on first boss trash. And Death Knight like did work on first boss trash. Like maybe the reason I wasn't timing, there's a Priory of the Flame, so I gotta switch specs to disc. Try to get in this Priory. Hopefully go to bed by 4:30 if I get in, and then you know, and he's almost 3K, so that's good.
Walter Boyd. The main reason I run Lightwell is mana efficiency, and just to help heal people if I can't get to them immediately.
Yeah, so if you're doing that, maybe it is good strat to like sorry I doxed your battle tag, but there's only like 6 people in here, so it's not a big deal. But um it's not like I'm a major streamer. Invite me to this key or I have to quit the game. Oh, I actually won't be able to, like I can make the video from like yesterday. I think I timed something new. So someone got cinderbrew +9 with um 0 deaths because of my guide. Like I think it's really cool to help people, like more than just like trying to do hard keys. I'd rather like be helpful, and I think it's awesome. So I gotta go to YouTube Studio and figure out what. So Okay, Theater of Pain 13, so I'm just gonna edit it in YouTube and because I can do that while I stream and look for a group. Cinder 14, that'll be tough. Oh, it's in the first 30 minutes too. This is OP. I don't even have to like look that hard for it. I'm pretty sure I didn't put Theater of Pain 13 on my channel yet. I think Theater of Pain is the funnest dungeon, like by far. Like it's so fun.
Walter Boyd. So I think I heard you say you were in full rating gear in one of your videos, but you made it sound like it wasn't good.
Um, it's not bad. It's just I'm to level 14 now. So at level 14, I feel like I'm starting to need some versatility. Like level 14, if I was full like 675 gear or whatever, then I think I wouldn't need any verse, but there's some stuff that's hitting me for like 95% health in 14, and if I had like instead of being 2% verse, um like I'm gonna be taking off this ring and putting on a versatility ring, and I'm also wearing this ring right now. Um, but the most verse I can get is 9% verse, and that's a lot better. And when I get my, I'm also wearing a crafted necklace with
Walter Boyd.
mastery.
Oh, I see. That does make sense.
Yeah, so once I have 3 pieces of jewelry with versatility, that'll be pretty good. Like my belt has mastery. Um, these pants are okay because they have avoidance, but uh, these have no verse. This is crafted item, no versatility. My bracers are no versatility. So like, I literally have almost no verse, and um, it would be nice to have some more versatility. These guys are being so picky. Why won't you invite me, bro? It's literally my last key. It's 3206, okay. $32.29, and it's at 32.45. This is fine.
Walter Boyd. I notice you have 16% crit. Is that not an important stat for holy priests?
No, it's actually kind of important. Like on my stat prio, I say crit's more important than mastery, but for discipline priest raid spec, you want haste mastery and then crit third. You kind of can balance crit and mastery as disc and raid, but I just happen to get a bunch of mastery, and in the keys I've been doing, I actually have 19% crit, and 2%. So, because I've been wearing a crit ring, haste crit ring. Yeah, I just wanted to get one video uploaded for tomorrow. Because I didn't upload anything today, and
Walter
actually
Boyd.
I did. I uploaded Mother
Oh
Lode
yes,
13.
okay, that makes a lot of sense. I
Yeah,
think I have like 25% and I was just wondering. LOL.
yeah, I'd probably take crit over mastery for keys, because mastery's good and all, but a lot of the stuff happens to, like, a lot of stuff tries to kill you in less than 4 seconds. So the first tick of mastery is like probably useful for saving people, but the second tick might not even go off before the last bit of damage happens that's gonna kill you. Like for example, the um the paladins in Priory of the Sacred Flame, they cast 4 seconds apart. So you'll have like Divine Toll, then it's 4 seconds, then Divine Toll, then it's 4 seconds. So like, because they like some people will pull 3 of them at a time. So um like the mastery is not always useful. So I gotta get open Google Chrome. I gotta get a different like um I use this website called like Bubble Letters, and that's how I do my thing, but
Mario Garcia Ruda. What's the addon to see that way the Doug Finder? Walter Boyd. For me the echoes of light doesn't stack increasing, it will go down in tick if your heal is lower than the last cast.
so I'll do the so Walter or so Mario, this add-on is called Raider.io, and um it makes it so you can see the group leader's rating. So when you start doing like 12s and 13s, like I don't think it's like it is actually useful for like, so say that you want to do a plus 10 for the week, and um you can look at this and see, okay, so the group leader has 3056 current rating. So let's go to 10. Like I would join this group right away because the group leader is 3000 IO. So that means that the group is going to be have at least one. The fire mage is a very strong damage dealer, and it should be an easier key. Um, if let's show something else. So okay, so you see here this paladin in orange, it has 2600 rating, and that's his season. That's how much rating he got in season 1. And his current rating is 2159. So, you know that he was a 2600 player in season 1, so you know he at least knows how to play his class. Because anybody over like 2500 rating should know at least how to play their class. And they didn't just, it's not like one of their alt characters and they're gonna do like really low damage. Because if you're a healer and you're in a dungeon where there's one player doing very low damage, it's probably like 25% harder. And if there's two players who are doing really low damage, it's like probably 80% harder. And if all three players don't know what they're doing in terms of doing their damage, then the mob pack is just going to live for so long, and all the casts are going to go off. So it's going to be a nightmare for you. So I use this add-on to try to make sure that um, I'm applying to the most qualified group I can. And like for doing 13s on repeat, so I have all the 13s basically now. So in order to get into a 14, the best strategy is to do a 13 with a group that's pretty good, and then get invited to do the next key. because you just timed a key on 13, so they trust you and they have a certain they have a certain level of trust in you, so they're going to be like, okay, let's do the 14. Sure, that'll be fun. Like, you just healed this key and we had like 3 deaths, so yeah, if you healed this key with 3 deaths, you should be able to heal a 14. So I wouldn't apply to this group because uh, this guy's current score is 2600, so he got lucky to get his 13. He might have like 2-chested an 11, or he might have just gotten lucky with 4 other really good players in his 12. But this group, Theater of Pain 13, I would definitely do this group as a repeat key because odds of us timing it and being able to do a 14 are a lot higher. So that's kind of why I use this add-on and how I think it's useful. It's just kind of vetting the guy who's in charge of the group. Here, so I'm going to join a 10, and then I'm going to show you. So I'm going to get instant invite for this, priority 9, and then I want to apply to a group that has a full group because it'll be better. I'm actually kind of trolling these people by doing this, but I don't care. Okay, so the Raider IO add-on, there's another feature, is this little thing right here. So if I click on this and then I copy this thing right here, it's going to show me all the people in the group. So I'll go to the I gotta change my screen. So we're gonna go to Raider IO, and when you're on Raider IO, if you paste that thing in, if you just click Control V, it doesn't matter any screen you're on, as long as you paste Control V, it'll do this. And so sometimes when I join the group, I'll go in and look at this, and I'll say, okay, so I can inspect the whole group this way, and I can see, okay, so the mage and the monk have really good gear, and the warrior has pretty good gear, and the shaman has really good gear at 659, and the shaman
Mario
is the best
Garcia
player.
Rita. I'm at 2.7k as a DPS, and I'm having trouble to doing 12s. Should I be using this add-on to pick up? I'm only using the Blizzard one.
I think it's useful to when you're having trouble getting into the groups, what you might do for the best strategy is, like, when I'm having trouble in getting into groups, is I'll just apply to groups on one level lower. So you'd apply to 11, and you might ask the guy, hey, are we going to do 12 after this? And if they're doing an 11, the odds are they'll want to do the 12 after it. So you apply on 11, do that dungeon, and then do a 12. And by doing that, if you're in a group that just timed the 11, then odds are they should be able to time the 12 too. So I would do that until you get like 2 plus 12s timed, and once you time 2 plus 12s, honestly, if you wanted to do a plus 12 now, I could get you into a group now. So if you want to just send your battle tag, we could do a plus 12 real quick, and then do you have any plus 12s timed? Because it's really hard to get into a 12 if you've never timed a 12. But once you've timed one, then people will trust you and they'll say, okay, this guy can do it. This guy really knows what he's doing, right? So, and another strategy is playing late at night. So, if you have like 5 12s timed and you just need the last 3, you can literally play any time of day and you'll get invited. But if you only have 1 or 0 or 2 12s timed, then playing late at night when some people have gone to bed, you'll have better luck getting into the groups because there's not so much competition. and people can just be so fierce with like the requirements. They want you to be super overqualified for their
Mario
key.
Garcia Ruda. No, I did 12 DFC but got depleted since the reset of this week.
That happened to me. Like I had a 13 Dark Flame Cleft and I posted it on the channel too. Um, and we were like 20 seconds over the new time limit. So I spent like an entire day um, trying to get my first 13 again. Um, because the groups I was getting into were not very good. And so, because if they were inviting me without having time to 13, then they're inviting everyone, right? So the success rate on those keys was just really low, and I spent a whole day um, trying to get my first 13, and then after I got my first 13, I got my second one like very shortly thereafter, and then after I had two, I was getting into some pretty decent groups, and like the third, fourth, and fifth one were also shortly thereafter. Um, then the sixth one took a little bit of time, and then the seventh and eighth one took a lot of time. I just got my seventh one today, and I've been streaming like for 6 hours a day for the whole week, trying to do dungeons. And yeah, so I think it's at 4 o'clock it becomes pretty impossible to do keys. So if you're gonna try to do this strategy for playing late at night, don't play too late at night. Like this late at night, everyone's already in bed. You're better off just
Mario
like going to
Garcia
bed
Ruda.
and playing early in
Main
the morning.
trundle hashtag 1294. This is my tag but don't know if it's too much trouble to you helping me.
It's not that much trouble.
Federico Giorgi. Solution, when it's night there, come play in Europe.
That is the
Slightly
solution.
smiling face.
Yeah, that is the solution. So,
Walter Boyd. What do you think about Holy vs Discipline?
um,
Mario Garcia Ruda. Thanks tweet.
yeah, if it was like 10 minutes later, I'd say no, but it's fine. So, we can do the cinderbrew, or we can do the smother load. We should get in. It's like 8:12. We are waiting on healer 5 minutes. This guy's 2800. That's pretty decent. So I think Holy versus Disc. I think Holy's a lot of work, but in terms of low keys, I think Holy's better. Like keys up till 12, I think Holy's actually better. Because you need 0 healer damage. You don't need any of the damage reductions that Disc applies. You don't need, and more kicks are going to go off in up to 12 than 13 plus. And that number is going to change. So like end of the season, I think Holy is maybe better for 13 and maybe even 14. And then when you end of the season when people have gear, then it'll shift to 15s and 16s and 17s being the tougher keys where you actually need the damage reduction that Disc applies, because they have the 2% damage reduction on the whole group basically the whole time, and they also have uh, powered barrier, and they do a little more damage. Um, like I do close to the same damage when I play Archon as when I play Disc, and I do like about half the damage as Oracle, and then but next week Oracle's getting big buff, so it's probably gonna be like 2/3 of the damage of Oracle and of Archon and Disc when I play Oracle. But the healing is, so let's look at the premonition and piety healing. Is this my overall? Oh no. So this is the first boss trash room. My piety did 13% of my healing, and 1.5% was premonition of solace. There is no way in hell that Halo is doing 14% damage. There is no way in hell. So
NEDI. Good day, bud.
yeah, good morning. It is a good day. I finished all my accounting for 3 of the houses that I'm in charge of, and so there's another, but those are all on the same bank account. And then the
Work cycle interrupted.
is my thing on cooldown.
What is your command?
So I'm just doing a key with this paladin who's a viewer, and we're gonna try to get him his first plus 12. And I think Floodgate is a very doable dungeon on plus 12. Like, and people are actually pretty impressed by it, which I don't really understand why. I don't think it's that hard. Like, I think easiest one is Motherlode, then Rookery and Mechagon, then Floodgate and Theater of Pain. So it's like C level of easy, and then D level of easy is like uh it's like, I think it's on par with Dark Flame Cleft. I really do. Like, especially after the timer change for Dark Flame, it's a little bit tighter than people think. But yeah, my bedtime's like 4:30, so I definitely stopped playing at 4:30. Ah! Running into walls.
We've got another incursion, and we need some.
I don't know what I should get. Psychic Scream Reduction, probably.
Mario Garcia Ruda. I think it's Motherlord.
Is it Motherlode? I thought it was Floodgate. Oh, it's mother load. Oh, cool. Okay, well this is the easiest one. I'm gonna play
Ready yet?
Archon in this key, because it's 12, and I want to practice Archon some more. Oh, one other thing, Walter. Why don't you use Holy Nova? Because you literally can't do damage on the move with Smite. And a lot of the time, I just want to do damage on the move. And also, you don't do any AoE damage. So, it's kind of confusing. I did that whole key, like, trying to... Like, I kept pressing my Holy Nova keybind, and it wasn't doing anything. I'm like, oh, shoot, I can't. And also, it's really good for getting your apotheosis. Like,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
so I'll build up some Lightwell stacks.
Empower. Empower.
It's still recharging.
Wow, this key holder is a pretty gamer. 12 million damage. Good stun, Kanita. That's very good stun. You stunned the guy with the Fan of Knives. Like, that's literally the #1 rule. Like, it's actually unhealable if that Fan of Knives goes off for too long. So I'm actually gonna hold off on this Halo for just a second. His charged thing, when it's less than 6 seconds away, so I can use Halo now. But I like to have Halo up for big AoE, and this is big AoE, this charged shield that he does. So I don't really have anything for this big AoE except for my trinket.
I can't use that item yet.
Empower.
I've never seen anyone pull this, but it's like 2 of these in a row. I think it was an accident. Sorry, I don't have I didn't know it was this dungeon. I don't take Leap of Faith all the time. So I would have been able to grip you from there.
Venture Company thanks you for your patronage. Please enjoy your purchase
So,
of the elite pummeling
if you're ever gonna pull into the tank, you should probably have
I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet.
you should probably give him Guardian Spirit, especially if they're probably not ready for it. So I pulled into the tank there and I gave him Guardian Spirit. But I did wait for half the pack to be dead.
systems engaged. Commence pummeling. Voltage increased.
So I'm gonna do damage with this Apotheosis because it is a lower key, and I'm comfortable healing people up after Apotheosis is over, because there's no damage on this fight.
Lethal force authorized.
This tank is pretty good. He's better than I thought he'd be. Like, he handled that pretty well. So I'm gonna let Halo heal people up now. We should heal up before the next
Damaging this unit violates the terms of use. Lethal force authorized.
that kissy face Weakora. I used to play with a guy who was a. You see right here on the right of my screen, it's showing the that the evoker's in cooldowns. I have a lot of Weakoras that are like, I should get rid of, but that was before there was like a Weakora that like told you when people use cooldowns, like, and you should PI them, like that Weakora right there.
Damaging this unit violates the terms of use. Lethal force authorized.
So I could use Holy Nova or Holy Halo right now, but I'm gonna wait until there's less than 9 seconds on static pulse. That way, it should like be going off like when static pulse hits. Because I want Halo to be I want it to do some healing, and if I wasn't gonna get an extra cast of it on the boss, like, yes, it would be up for the next pack, but I gotta do more damage on the boss because
This unit violates the terms of use.
oh, this tank pulled stuff onto boss. So this rapid extraction, I used Halo. This mob actually hurts the tank a lot. Like, I'd say this pack is one of the most. I've lost a lot of tanks to this section of trash, like a lot of them. Why are we running back? Why?
Empowered. Empowered.
I need a target. I can't use that item yet.
So, rapid extraction, let's use Halo. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, swirly? Ooh, you got aggro there. So I've been saving Apotheosis because I haven't really needed it, and I want to do a big pull, like, coming up. And I don't want to pull into the tank unless I have Apotheosis.
It's still recharging. It's not ready yet.
Alright, I'm using Apotheosis for damage. There's no other big pulls potential up next.
It's still recharging.
Empowered.
So the only mob that matters to do damage is the Taskmaster.
I can't use that item yet.
Trespass in my domain!
Hopefully we +2 this. That'd be sick. No risk it, no biscuit. So I gave tank Guardian Spirit because he just pulled the guy onto the boss. Oh no, he got meleeed.
The blood of Azeroth flows through you!
I was being greedy and doing damage. Shouldn't have done that. I think he got melee, I'm not really sure though. It didn't look like it in the death log, so I could be wrong, I could just be bad. So I'm saving Halo till after Resonant Quake, I want all the healing.
Empowered.
No, it looks like I'm just bad, honestly. I almost got hit by that. Maybe one of the Earth guys was like empowered. I forgot about that being like a big issue. I'm actually pretty low on cooldowns for this next Resonant Quake. So on lower keys I always... This guy's got 8 stacks of that. Like, I don't think that's normal. It's like stuff that I've not seen happen. Like the tank has 8 stacks of this debuff. I don't even know how that's possible. Like he was getting chunked.
The blood of Azeroth flows through you!
Not ready yet. I can't drink anymore yet.
No, I don't think we'll plus to it. It's pretty unlikely.
I can't use that item yet.
So I'm gonna drink until I feel like I have to give the tank Guardian
Empower.
Spirit.
Empower.
So I have like every single cooldown except for him. The Apotheosis here. Maybe we could plus to it, I don't know. We're doing pretty big crash balls.
I need to target something first. It's still recharging.
I'm polymorphed, what the hell? I've never been polymorphed. Heal yourself, Kanita!
Only the strongest survive.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Empower.
The druid was silenced. I don't even know what polymorphs do. Does anybody know? I didn't know that was a thing. This trash like always surprises me. Dude got double mind lashed maybe? Alright, so we're definitely not gonna plus 2 it anymore. That's okay.
Walter Boy. PPL not interrupting.
Oh.
LOL.
The smell
Okay.
of propellant in the morning.
Okay, so that must be the top prio.
The smell of propellant.
Like if it didn't go on me, maybe I could dispel it, but it's probably dispellable. Cause I like turned into an ooze guy.
I love the smell of propellant in the morning.
Empowered.
I really like how powerful Flash Heal is in Archon Spec.
Safety first. Safety first. Safety first.
I probably should have saved Apotheosis because the next pull is a little bit spicy. Man, Kanita, you almost beat this. Your boss damage is really good. You almost beat the. I PI'd the dragon guy, and
Safety first.
you're almost beating
Walter
him.
Boy. I'm not sure if Halo buffs the crit on Flash Heal, but I noticed the instant cast Flash Heals for me tend to always crit.
I don't think so, but they do 30% more healing, just anytime you have the surge proc. So I don't know if they crit, but they definitely do more healing.
Empowered.
Still recharging. It's not ready yet.
Ah! The bomb! Coming right at me.
Walter Boy.
Item yet.
Makes sense, but I do also have a lot of crit too, so maybe that has something to do with it?
Yeah, you got a lot of crit. You got more crit than me, like, by a substantial amount. Crit's really good in keys. Like, if you're doing, like, 12s, I think, haste crit's probably best. Because it does more it'll make you do more damage, and so I'm gonna pre-heal. So I pre-healed 3 times there, because I wanted to save Apotheosis for the. There's a double War Machine pull next, so I really don't want to use Apotheosis if I don't have to. So for this one, I'll use my trinket.
Recharging.
We pulled another War Machine. I had never seen this before. Alright, I guess I'll Apotheosis.
Empowered.
I think I'll save my... So before this charge shot, I'm gonna start getting on into healing with heal. If you're not gonna use a cooldown for a spell, you need to pre-heal. Get at least a little bit of mastery going and try to get one of the heals to time so that it happens right when the thing happens. So you already are ahead by a second. Like 12s are not free. Not free at all.
Not ready yet. It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet.
He's got triple bomb on him. That's pretty funny.
Not ready yet.
So I'm gonna try to get this bomb to fixate towards the rest of the group. Is this part of his like plan? This is a very strange route. I've never seen someone pull like the whole last area. Those war machines are dangerous. And we did every single one. Alright, so I saved my light well for this plaque. Got a charge shot. Alright, now I'm gonna get a holy word, apotheosis. Five deaths isn't too bad.
Still recharging. I need a target.
Right where you belong. Under my heel.
So I want to save Halo for 50% because I really want the extra damage it's going to do to the ads. And
Get a load of 300 rounds per minute.
so I probably shouldn't use Halo until... What a gamer tank. Oh, did he shadow melt that? Is that shadow meltable? Yeah, I guess so.
Load of 300 rounds per minute.
I knew he was dead.
Empowered.
Alright, I gotta be careful now. Please don't have a battle res. Like, I do not want this key to wipe.
What am I paying you fools for? Get out here and fix this.
Alright, so... This is the part where you use every single cooldown in the game. Alright, I can safely apotheosis.
My insurance premium. Pulverize. You'll pay for that.
Oh, he waited till 50% to lust? Why?
Take some high caliber carnage! Get a load of 300 rounds per minute! Get a load of 300 rounds per minute!
Yay.
Use that item yet.
That's cool, dude. Now you have a 12. So you'll be able to get into 12. So you got all the 11s. And now, hopefully, you'll be able to get into 12s by yourself. So, yeah, I like when people can play the freaking game. Like, I think it's so stupid when you can't.
Mario Garcia Ruda. Thanks for the help, lol. I'm lacking some damage cause I still learning the final rec build.
No, it's fine. 2 million overall is what you need for 12s, and you're doing 2.2. So, yeah, you're doing fine. 2.2 is pretty good overall for 12s. Like, you just need 2 million for 12s. Pretty sure it's like 2 million. And like, for 13s, you need like 2.5 with like 3 deaths or something. So,
It's still
we had 5
recording.
deaths, and the route was pretty bad. It was really inefficient route. Like, we fought one mob at a time like 4 different times, so
Mario
I'm sure
Garcia
your
Ruda.
overall would have been better
I
without
fucked
that.
up my burst many times.
Yeah, I mean, you could have done a little more, but I think it's fine. The route was bad. It was so bad. We fought one mob at a time like 4 times. So there was no big the first pole was pretty big, I guess, but there's not that many big mega poles, and
I can't
Mario
use that item
Garcia
yet.
Ruda. Yeah, the polls after the first boss were weird.
yeah. It was Theater of Pain 13 I did, yeah. I kind of like this one better. Oops. I think this is actually really big, so I need to make him bigger. Can I make it even bigger than that? Yeah, it's 199. I can make it.
Mario Garcia Ruda. This is my first season doing keys. I've always been a PvP player, so I'm learning a lot watching you.
Oh, good. Yeah, I used to play PvP as my main stuff in uh like like 3, 4 expansions ago. Like maybe 5 expansions ago by now. I loved PvP in Cataclysm and Mist of Pandaria, and I started playing in like I played in vanilla when I was like 7 or 8 or something, and I got to like level 20, and I thought it was really cool. And then I didn't play again until Wrath of the Lich King. Um, and that's when I got like I played when I was 7 on my friend's account, and then I played Wrath of the Lich King, and I basically just did PvP, and um, then Cataclysm I played mostly just PvP, and then Mist of Pandaria, my friends in like 6th grade were like really into PvP, and I played Moonkin and Warrior, and then by the end of the expansion, they got me to play Shaman Healer because they wanted to play Death Knight Shaman. What we were playing, I think it was Death Knight Shaman Warrior, and then uh, at some point after that I switched to Priest Healer because we wanted to do something with some kind of composition with 3v3 comp with Priest Healer. So yeah, basically we just level up characters, and that was before you could buy boosts and whatever, and it's like we were like 12, so we weren't buying boosts at the time, but um, that was pretty fun. So, and I didn't start raiding until Legion. Like at the end of Warlords of Draenor, I played LFR, and I was like, whoa, this is actually really fun. Like raiding is really fun. So I was like, I'm gonna try to get in a raid guild. So um, I don't know what after was
Mario
after.
Garcia Ruda. Yeah, I started ping in MOP and it was so great.
Yeah, mob PvP was the pinnacle of PvP, and that's not like an uncommon thing. Like people constantly say that mob was the pinnacle of PvP because you had so many cool abilities. Like Warrior Colossus Smash was so freaking cool, and like what we do is we just Colossus Smash someone, and then the Death Knight would just use all his abilities, and he had no armor because he got Colossus smashed, and they just die. And so literally the strategy was, okay, Red, you go and run away from them in Ghost Wolf form as a shaman and root them, and then and then and then if you get in extra trouble, just come towards us and we'll spirit link or use spirit link. And if you use spirit link, then the warrior will heroic jump next to you, and then he'll heal you up. And then so usually the matches were like 30 or 45 seconds long because my friends would just instantly pop all their cooldowns and smash them, and I would run away for a little while. And sometimes I'd run so long that they couldn't even kill me because like they wouldn't even be able to touch me before their healer was dead, and it was so funny. So I really, really enjoyed that. And then um I started to love when Rated Battlegrounds came out. I loved Rated Battlegrounds. I loved Rated Battlegrounds as a Moonkin. Like I would just dot everyone up and do the most damage in the Rated Battleground, and I was like, yeah, this is really cool. And I was really young too. I was like in middle school or whatever. So um so I just come home from school, do Rated Battlegrounds, and my brother hated that I was always on the computer, and it's like, well, we only have the one computer, and mom likes me better than you anyway, so she's gonna let me play if I want.
Mario Garcia Ruda. Rated BGs are so fun.
Yeah, a lot of times I might do some BG content as Holy Priest, and because I actually prefer Holy Priest in BGs. Like I can play Disc, but there's some pretty cool spells you have, like Holy Ward. That's pretty cool, and Greater Heal. So usually the comp for BGs, like the past two expansions, has been like one Disc Priest, one Mistweaver Monk, and then someone else, right? So you can have two priests as long as one is a Holy Priest because they can do the spot healing, and also they have some pretty good externals for the tank. Um, but yeah, like having two priests for two Leap of Faiths um, is pretty overpowered, and like um, like flag carry maps. Anyways, guys, so I've got my video made, and I gotta set it to release, and I usually like to release at 6 a.m. So I'll release it because that way it has time to like buffer. You have to like make it buffer before you release it or something. So yeah, I got my video released for tomorrow, and my boyfriend just won't woke up for work, so I always like quit right when he is up for work because I like to say goodbye to him. Anyways, it was really fun. I had fun playing with you, Mario. So um, I might be able to help you get a couple more 12s done if you still have trouble getting into groups. So if I'm ever streaming, just hit me up. I'll try to help you out. Okay.